So I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm scared. Alright everyone, so let's get started. Now for today's video, I'm so excited. I always wanted to try this brand out. They reached out and they sent me this wonderful packaging with a bunch of goodies. So today we are going to be reviewing Freck Beauty. I'm so excited because this brand feels so out of the ordinary and all of these products looks absolutely gorgeous. So like usual, there's going to be timestamps in the description box below so that if you only want to see my review of these products, you can jump ahead, or if you only want to see the eyeshadow tutorial, you can jump ahead also. Right now I'm going to start and go over all of these products. First thing I saw is this right here. This packaging feels so luxurious. This is glass, like this is super heavy, and this is the Cactus water cleansing lactic acid toner. You're supposed to use this right after you washed your skin, just to tone the skin, perfect the cleaning step, close the pores, and also like the ingredients looks pretty freaking good. There's not a lot of ingredients, and this has the lactic acid, which is going to be good to balance and promote evenness in our skin. And you also have the cactus flower extract in the second line, so it is quite concentrated with the cactus water. And also in the skincare category, we also have the Cactus and Vitamin C moisturizer. I like the name of that, rich bitch. And in here also very impressed with the ingredients. So we have jojoba oil, which is really good for nourishing and repairing the skin. We also have the cactus flower extract, which is a little bit higher than half of the ingredient list, which is better than most moisturizers. We also have rosemary leaf extract. Also, this says that it's supposed to be a light yet rich moisturizer. You're supposed to use this morning and night. Next, we have a couple of makeup items. So first of all, we have the highlighter, which is in the shade Beam Machine. And this is a multi-mineral hologram highlighter. And the packaging with these is so pretty. Like it's kind of like a soft touch texture. And you have a little squeezy tube type of applicator. And next we have the Cheekslime lip and cheek tint, and the packaging is the same as the highlighter, so it's a soft touch kind of texture, and you have the squeezy tube applicator. Next we have the Lash Rocket liner, and I just noticed that it says that it's made with lash enhancing peptides, which is very interesting because usually you would see mascaras with those kind of benefits for lashes, but you do apply liner very near your lash root, so that's very interesting. I'm kind of really curious about this. So the packaging looks like this. It looks really sleek, very high-end. The tip is very small, very precise. I'm kind of mad at myself because I wasn't planning to do a black liner today, but I kind of want to do a black liner. So I might use this today, I'm not sure. And now we also have the original Freckle. So this is the long wear freckle makeup. I discovered the brand through this product. Like most of the makeup artists I followed on Instagram and like on YouTube, whenever they did fake freckles, they would always use this product, and I never ever tried a freckle product before. I usually just use like some powder or a brown eyeliner to create fake freckles, so I'm kind of really excited to have a product designated to do fake freckles. This one is for darker skin tones, and then we also have the Freck XL original freckle. What the heck is this? Black? This looks black. Ooh, okay, no, it's not black. The color looks nice. I'm not sure what's the difference between both. So one is Freck XL and this one is just Freck Noir. The Freck Noir is more dark. It's definitely darker than the Freck XL, so I'm probably going to be more of the Freck XL shade. But yeah, so that's pretty much that for these products. So I'm going to try them on my face right now. So of course I'm going to be starting with this right here. So this is the Cactus Flower Cleansing Lactic Acid Toner. I have my cotton pad right here, so I'm just going to soak my cotton pad and apply that all over my face. So fancy. I'm kind of scared. Okay, this doesn't... Oh. Okay, this doesn't go very fast, so that's good. I would be the kind of person to apply way too much. And you know, I'm just going to pass that all over my face. It smells really nice. It doesn't smell very strong. Okay, so my skin is kind of like burning just a little. There is no alcohol in this formula, so I'm not really sure why my skin is burning. I did notice that there was like menthol in this toner, so maybe it's because of the menthol. Nothing too alarming. Next, I'm going to apply the moisturizer, which looks like, I don't know, a tube of toothpaste. So I'll just take some of that on my fingers. And I'm just going to massage this into my face. Ooh, that smells really nice. Ooh, this reminds me of something. Okay, so far, I love the texture of this. So my skin definitely stopped burning. And you have to know that I have a very sensitive, dry, acne-prone skin. And I do get a lot of like redness and acne from products. So I am always very careful with what I apply on my skin. And like so far with the ingredients in these products, I feel very comfortable applying them on my skin. And the moisturizer, I'm obsessed. The scent is, I don't know what's the scent exactly. I'm really bad at describing scents, but it smells like rich grass. I don't know if this is a good description, but it smells like very rich flowers, and it smells really clean and maybe almost sugary at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but it smells so nice and it leaves a really nice moisturized finish to my skin. Like, it did not absorb completely. I still feel the moisturizer on my skin, but I really don't mind that because I have very dry skin and I feel like makeup is going to glide so nicely on top of this. Okay, so that's pretty much that for the skincare. I'm going to do my eye makeup right now, and then I'm going to jump with the other products to do my complexion. So of course I'm going to start by priming my lids. So I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. So I'm really making sure to prime my whole lid area, especially my inner corners, because I really want to do a very intense color in my inner corners. And I think because I really want my inner corners to be extremely bright, I'm going to be taking a white Kohl liner. This is actually kind of a pinkish white Kohl liner from Yves Rocher. I think this is discontinued. This is the Kohl liner in the shade number 7 white. You can take any white Kohl liners you have, and I'm going to be placing that in my inner corners. So I'm going to do a very heavy coat of that all over my inner corners, just to prep that area so that the shade we're going to apply after will be much brighter. And then taking my JH40 brush with the Solmane 2 palette, I'm going to go in the shade called Dream, which is a really pretty light purple shade. And I'm going to pack that in my inner corners. And just to blend the edges a little bit, I'm going to be grabbing some of the white from my Raw Beauty Christy palette. You can take any white shades you have. And I'm just going to use that to blend the edges of that purple and also set the edges because my skin is a little bit dewy because of that moisturizer. So the purple is kind of turning dark purple because it's absorbing the moisture from the moisturizer. And now I'm just going to go back in with the purple shade and reapply that on top. And I think I'm just going to take a fluffy brush with nothing on it, and I'm just going to blend the edges even more. Alright, so my inner corner is very intense right now. Not sure how I feel about it, but I think I'm going to go with it. Next, I'm going to be taking the Solmane gel liner, and this is in the shade 8, which is a light purple shade, very similar to the purple we have in our inner corners right now. And I'm going to create a cut crease going from my crease to my outer corner, but it's not going to go too far into the purple shade because we're going to do a transition from the light purple to a darker purple. So I'm just taking a Q-tip with some micellar water and I'm just going to clean the line up just to make it thinner. Yeah, that moisturizer, like, I applied a little on my lids and it's definitely giving a lot of slip. But I'm not really mad because the liner is gliding so easily on my skin because of that moisturizer. So next, I'm really scared, but I think it's going to look good. So I'm going to take the About Face Fluid Eye Paint, and this is in the shade Oh my god, I can't read this. I don't know which shade this is, but this is the royal blue shade. I'm going to put some of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to be taking that with a Morphe M250-1 brush, and I'm actually going to take that liquid eyeshadow and connect it from the eyeliner we just did in the crease, and I'm going to bring it towards my inner corners on top of the light blue eyeshadow we applied. Okay, so I also decided, because I felt like the inner corners was too different than the outer corners, so I decided to add some of that blue liner coming from my lower lash line. So next, I think I'm probably going to leave the eyeshadow like this. I really want it to be very simple. So for my mascara, I think I'm going to use this right here. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara in the shade Cobalt Blue. And this is the best royal blue mascara ever. I really like it. The color is very intense. Alright, so I'm just going to do the other eye off camera really quickly and I'll be right back. So in the end, I decided to apply a little bit of shimmer. So I went in the Solmane 2 palette and I took the shade Starry Sky. I just took that with a Morphe JH33 brush, which is just a fluffy blender brush. And I'm just going to apply that in the center of my lid, just to give a little bit of dimension to this makeup look. And also in my waterline, I'm going to be taking the Yves Rocher Vegetal Botanical Color Eye Pencil in the shade number 9. You can take any royal blue liners you have. For my foundation and concealer, just because we are going to be using some Complexion products that I haven't tried before, I'm going to be using 2 products that I know I already love and use every single day. So I'm going to be taking my Rare Beauty Weightless Foundation in the shade 140C, and I'm just going to apply some of that on my face. You really do not need a lot of this foundation. I'm just going to use this amount and nothing too crazy. And I'll blend the foundation in with my Rare Beauty foundation brush. It's a really nice foundation brush. It does not absorb too much makeup and it doesn't leave any streaks on the skin. For my concealer, I'm going to be taking the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Swan. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that on my under eyes and where I do tend to have some redness. And I'm really liking the moisturizer. Like, the foundation and concealer applied beautifully on top. My skin has a really nice shine. Usually the Rare Beauty foundation does have a little bit of shine, but not too much. I can definitely see the moisturizer giving some shine. So I see myself reaching for this moisturizer very often if it doesn't break me out. So for my bronzer, I think I'm going to use a cream bronzer because we are going to be applying a liquid blush and liquid highlight. So I want to make sure that the products will glide nicely on the skin, because usually if you use powders and then liquids, it can look weird. And I'm going to be taking my Rare Beauty Power Boost Bronzer Stick, and I'm going to take some of that product on a duo fiber brush from Yves Rocher. And I'm just going to apply that on the perimeter of my face. Before we move on to the blush and highlights, I'm just going to fill in my brows really quickly. So I'm going to be, like usual, using the Precise in My Brow pencil in the shade 3, and I'm going to set them in place using the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. Alright, so for the moment of truth, oh my god, I'm so excited. Let's get these bad boys out. So I'm just going to take some of that on the back of my hand, like so. And I'm going to take that with the same duo fiber brush I applied my bronzer. And I'm just going to do some testing on the back of the hand. I don't want to take too much. And let's place that on my cheeks. It blends really well into the skin. And I'm not really sure about this texture. When it dries, it stays in place. Like, I feel like this would be a very long-lasting blush. This almost reminds me of the fluid eye paints from About Face. Like, the texture is very similar, so when they dry they stay in place and like they feel like they won't budge, and they're definitely more of a matte finish, so they don't have a lot of shine. They're not making my foundation look weird, so I'm not mad. I really like it. I definitely prefer a dewy type of blush. For example, the liquid blush from Rare Beauty. Those are one of my favorites. So next, let's apply the highlight. So it has exactly the same texture as the blush. And this looks dark for me, very dark. This is a really deep golden shade. It almost has a pink tint. It's very, very interesting. So I'm just taking some of that with my highlight brush, and I'm just going to place that on the high points of my cheeks. So it's definitely not that bad. It's a very interesting highlight. It's really, really pretty. It's definitely way too dark for my skin tone because as you can see a really dark orangey tint on my cheek. And I'm really sad that this is too dark for me because it's so pretty. It's really, really pretty. It dries down kind of like a matte type of texture, but it stays shiny. It kind of reminds me of the texture of the Rare Beauty liquid highlights because it has that matte texture and it feels like it's going to be very long wear. I would see myself using this every single day if it were lighter. Alright, so next for my lips, I think I'm going to be using this to color up my lips. Is that something you can say? Color up your lips, what the heck? But first I'm going to be lining my lips using the Illamasqua Coloring Lip Pencil in the shade Raw. And with my finger, I'm just going to dab that on my lips. Okay, I don't think I would use this as a lipstick. It's going into all the cracks on my lips. It's a really pretty shade as a lipstick, so I'm kind of mad. Yeah, it's not really staying in place. It's really weird. And the more I'm trying to blend this out, the more it's just blending into nothing. I think I'm just going to apply my lip liner on top and hope for the best, just to make the color of my lips more uniformed. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to reapply some of the highlight on the back of my hand, and I kind of want to apply some of that on my lips just to see how this would look. So I'm just going to dab some of that. Oh, that's really pretty. It's not really flattering on me, I feel. Maybe on a deeper skin tone on the lips, this would look really nice. But I think I'm going to leave it like that because it matches with my eyes quite nicely because of the golden shift. So for the fake freckles, I think I'm going to be using the Freck XL because the Freck Noir is too dark from the swatches. So I think I'm going to go for this one. I'm really scared. This is the first time I'm going to be using this product. Oh my god, I'm very scared. So I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm scared. Oh my god. Again, with my fingers, I'm just going to tap on top. Oh, that's pretty. All right, so applying some of that, tapping it out. What have I done? It blends really nicely. Like, I got scared and just by blending, it toned it down. Okay, so this is the part where I start gaining too much confidence with this product and I just go overboard. My too much gene is going to kick in. Oh god. I finally stopped. It's very, very easy to go overboard with this. I'm not mad. Let me know in the comments below because maybe I'm looking weird, maybe this is too much, maybe this doesn't look natural, but personally, I think it looks pretty goddamn natural. It's very, very easy to blend out. When you do mistakes, it's very easy to remove them. But yeah, overall, I'm kind of like really happy with this product. I don't do fake freckles as often as I used to, but I feel like I should probably start to do them more often because it looks really nice. So I'm just going to go over everything really quickly. So first of all, the toner. I liked it. I don't know what it did to my skin. I think I definitely need to use this more often to get a better opinion about this toner. But so far, very impressed with the ingredients. The packaging is so freaking beautiful, so luxurious. Next, the moisturizer. Obsessed. Love it. I hope this doesn't break me out. I'll keep you updated. I'm going to put a note in the description box if it did break me out. But I'm obsessed with the texture of this. This feels so lightweight on the skin, yet it left a really dewy layer of moisture, and all the foundation and makeup on top applied absolutely beautifully and flawlessly. Honestly, I'm very impressed with this moisturizer and the ingredients in there also. The Cheekslimes are... I really thought that these would be a dewy situation. They're a very matte type of finish. They dry really quickly, but they blend so beautifully and they don't remove the foundation that's underneath. So far, I'm very happy with these. I don't think I would use them on the lips because when I did apply them on the lips, they just started going into all the cracks. They didn't really layer on the lips uniformly. They were a little bit patchy, so probably not going to use these on the lips, but on the cheeks definitely. I think I'm going to have a lot of usage out of these. And I also love that this is a squeezy tube, so yes, I don't know why, but I like squeezy tubes. The highlighter, I'm so mad that this is a little bit too dark for me. Like, it looks really pretty and the color is so interesting. It has a gorgeous golden to pink shift. I would probably use this on my lids, maybe on a regular basis. It's kind of like the blushes. This dries kind of like a matte texture. It doesn't stay tacky or oily on the cheeks. And last but not least, the Freck makeup product. I'm so happy that I was able to try Freck Beauty because every time I see this online on Instagram, when I see people applying this on their face, I'm always like amazed by how beautiful this looks. The shade is perfect. It's like not too cool tone, it's not too orange, it's perfect in between, and it's so easy to use. So overall, I'm very impressed with all of these products. I really hope today's video was useful to you, and I really hope you enjoyed watching me try these products out. If you have tried Freck Beauty before, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if I should maybe go online, purchase something you really like. If you have a holy grail from Freck Beauty, I would be really curious to know. This really just made me more curious about the brand, like the packaging, the feel of the products, the ingredients in the products. I'm very overall impressed. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. You can also subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every single Mondays, so subscribe so that you don't miss any of the makeup Mondays. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.